Hey everyone! Today I got a request how to draw the Green Lantern. I'm so excited about this one. This should be awesome. And what I'm showing you right now is just a couple of practice sketches I did beforehand. You know, I'm trying to really practice more before I do the drawings, and that way I can teach better. But just practicing the face, and this is something I really advise doing before you do a final drawing. Maybe do some practice sketches and, you know, get used to the pose, because I'm going to use this pose. I really like the way I drew it. It came out. It's kind of dynamic. So I'm going to use this as foreshortened. I'm going to use it as a reference. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited. Let's draw the Green Lantern. Happy Easter, everyone, too. And just want to thank everybody for the support of the channel. It's going great. Like, I'm in disbelief of how good it's going. And so I just really want to thank all of you. And I can't do it without you guys. It really means a lot to me. So that's something I just really thank. And let's get started with this. So with this, I'm going to start with the hand. And the main reason is because the fist is going to be coming forward. And the basic shape, I'm going to make it fairly big, this drawing. The basic shape is almost this little cylinder, this little rectangular shape, kind of like this. And like I said, it's bigger. It's about the size of 2 fingers. I'm making it big that way I can draw the ring on and all that. Let's start with that. Then he has the thumb down here. So real simple shape. And each finger will be about one there, one there, one there. So start with this real simple thing. And the reason I'm starting with this is because it's in the foreground. It's the object closest. You can start it how you want. You can start it with the body. But this is kind of how I work when I do foreshortening. Because then now I can kind of put the glove behind it. I'm just using the shape behind it. And like I said, I like to start with what's in front so I can draw what's behind. It's just the way my brain works. But like I always stress in all my videos, you know, you can do it however, whatever makes you feel the best. Now I'm just drawing in the arm. Real simple shapes. And then the deltoid muscle will be about right here. It's going to wrap over. The way I did the sketch is it kind of covers the face. So let's draw the face. In the face, I'm going to start with the chin here. And the face is going to be slanted downward a little so it's more dynamic. Rather than having it straight up and down, it's tilted a little. And that's why I run it. I'm using this sketch I did because I just really like the way it felt, the dynamic pose, and I had fun drawing it. So I'm going to draw the line right here, and then center line about right there. So you have this basic shapes now, the deltoid, and then for the other side, the body's just kind of coming down. You won't see the arm here because it's behind it. But then just make the torso kind of the simple shape. The pectoral muscle is about that big. Usually the pectoral as big as the head. I'm going to make this a little smaller actually, the head shape. Made it too elongated, so just lower that line. This will be the hair. So I'm just working in with the pectoral. Usually pectoral muscle about the size of the head shape. So I got that in. And you can see I'm not making too many lines. That's something, another tip I always mention is the less the better. And that's really how I'm starting to feel with these drawings. You know, the less lines you put in normally and the more just shapes you use, the more it clicks for me. Because less you have to get complicated. Like it doesn't confuse you as much because you kind of, you know where the shapes are going to go more. And so I'm just drawing this hand, just putting the fingers in, general lines with the fingers, not worried too much about the hand. And I'm just enjoying, I love this! I'm having so much fun doing these drawings lately, man. So there you go, there's like the basic thing. Now we can work, now we can put the fun stuff on them. The costume and all that cool stuff. Green Lantern, what would you do with the power? What would you do with that ring? I'd make like a giant T-Rex. And then, so that's like the basic body shape we got. And one thing I want to say before I continue is thanks again. I can't thank you guys enough. And also, you can see from the first video I ever did, you can really see an improvement, I feel like. I've improved so much by teaching and going back. And one last thing, just, it really is an improvement. You look at the first video, you know, setting up the camera, it was hard for me to draw, but now I'm getting more comfortable. So, long story short, I just think the new videos are getting better, and let me know your feedback too, please. But let's start with the ring first. So the ring, it's on the middle finger, so this finger on the right hand, and I'm going to just start with the circle. Real simple circle. Then I'm going to draw the lantern shape within. So circle, and then you can put little things on the side. And this is why I drew it big, because I'm going to need that big space. And then I'm going to do the shapes last. I want to get everything kind of fleshed out first. But for the fist, make the little fingers arch up, then make each one kind of arch downward. Let me just re-sketch that real quick. I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second. Start each finger where it's kind of, the arch is like that. Start about here, because that's where it's bending, you know, the knuckles are up here. So I'm just fleshing out the hand now. I'm adding in the knuckles. Then you got the pointer finger here. So ring finger. And the way like I did it in the sketch, which I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these lines curving down. You can either do lines curving down, or I prefer to just put straight lines that go down. And that kind of gives it the effect that it's arching. Basic hand shape. Then the thumb is going to come over here. So you got the thumb, and then just go in and erase those lines you made. So that's kind of the way the hand's going to look. Real simple shapes. You can see how it looks like a fist now. And then I'm going to draw the line behind it. This is going to be white, because that's the glove he has. And I'm just, don't want to make it purely a circle shape. Kind of add some lines that go diagonal, kind of like arching. And then this is going to be black. This is going to be shaded in. That's the arm behind it. And then it wraps up. The deltoid wraps all that. So kind of a foreshortened arm. I'll blacken this in to show you. But I wanted to take care of the hand first, like I said before, because it's in front. And for the ring, there's two different ways I've seen it drawn. One is where the lantern shape, let me just get you. One is the lantern shape, the edges arch out. Like they kind of come out like that. And then another one is where it's just straight squares, and then you have the lantern. So there's two different ways. I'm going to do it, I think, the rectangular way more. So I'm going to start with making this a little darker, this ring shape. And then start with the rectangle on the bottom. Then make the circle. And another rectangle. And a circle in the middle. And you have the basic shape of the ring. And you can see that's, there we go, for the ring there. I'm just darkening the fingers. And erase all those lines again. I'm just going to give this a little shading. Now I got the hand, let's finish off the rest, which is the body. The mask is kind of tricky too. I put the ears on first. Then for the mask, it kind of is like Robin's mask, but the best way I draw it is comes out, then it juts in. You can see it kind of juts in like that. So start on that side, then it goes down, and it just slightly arches over the nose. It's not like it's not an extreme drop from here to there. And then same thing on this side, arches up, then arches down, up to the side, then it kind of just goes down, and that's the basic kind of mask. Really cool mask. So you got the mask in, yeah, baby! Then for the nose, you could draw it, I like it, you could draw a little line here just to show that's the nose, and on this side, and then just shade it. And then two eyes. The eyes are pretty small. Eyes kind of go here in the mask. Then just a real simple mouth shape. Nothing fancy. I like to make little, and then make little arch lines that come up just to show the stress on the face. This is, I saw other people do it with the Green Lantern. Then bring it head up, and then the hair is kind of parted, so you could just draw part of it like this. And he's got kind of a swerve to it. So just swerve it downward. The hair kind of works like this a little. He's got a ton of hair. And then make the arm, finish up making this real dark, and it's going to come out. And the symbol goes over the chest area. And so I'm going to draw this. Pectorals coming up. And because the body's at a slant, it's going to be slanted. So that'll be right there. But it's a circle, so I'd start with the circle shape. Lightly sketch it, just lightly sketch it. And it's not too big, the circle shape, so you don't want to mess this up. About like that. And then make the rectangle shape. And you can see how it's arching, like I mentioned, because his body's at an angle, so the lines aren't straight up. Then draw that. And start another circle shape. Do it the best you can. What's more important is as long as you get the character and the symbol just about right enough. You know, something like that where it's arched. Then a circle in the middle. Then just come in and finally make that line outlined. So it's going to be something like that. Or he's at the angle. And then just come in and shade the lantern part in. And let's get finished. We pretty much got the character finished. Let's finish the costume. The rest of the body. The costume, it juts in. This is going to be white, and then it juts out. So it's got this angle, much like the lantern, there's an angle. So all this under here, there's muscle, and it's going to be dark. So I'm just going to make a couple lines to show it's darker. I wanted to make this look very sketchy, have a kind of its own feel about it. This is Of all the drawings I've done in a while, in terms of making the video, this one I probably spent the most time teaching, just because there's so much to learn. And then here you can make a little line and a line coming down for the pectoral, just a light line, nothing. And here, and then the abdominal muscles kind of just arch down. Nothing too fancy because it's under the clothes, but just enough. And basically the rest of the costume is, it covers, it's all white until you get to the legs. And then the legs have the black of the costume again. And this is pretty much the Green Lantern! So this here on the arm, this is, I'm just drawing the hand in. You can see I make it arch, and I'll put the glove, the circle there. And so the hand's going to be jutting out like that. So nothing, like I said, nothing fancy, just draw the fingers the way you kind of sketched it in. And like I keep mentioning, this is my own kind of style. I like to draw. I'm trying not to copy anything right now. I'm just trying to have fun with it. And that's kind of the hand. And this will be black, so just shade that in. And that's the basic costume that you got it. I don't want to work it too much, but that's pretty much the Green Lantern. There you go, yeah! All I'm going to do is shade in here with the blending stump, shade under here and the arm. I'm going to erase these lines. This you could shade in the mask too a little. The hair, where the hair meets. That's pretty much how I would draw the Green Lantern. And just darken in the lines of the legs. Really take your time though, that's important. There's the final sketch. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you learned something. Let me know what you want to see drawn. Up next I'm probably going to teach you how to draw Naruto. Really excited about that. And it's going good though. I can't believe this is amazing how good the drawing's been going. And just shaded in the fingers. And then last but not least, if you want, maybe make a couple lines where the ring's coming out, maybe lines like that, just to show the ring's kind of glowing. You don't want to ruin it, but you know, just something like that, just to add effect. And there you go, the Green Lantern, yeah, baby. Thanks everyone.